Welcome to the deep dive. We're heading straight to a fascinating corner of the world today, a place that's really buzzing in the luxury property scene. Phuket. And let's get this straight from the start. It's Phuket, okay? Not Phuket.
Exactly. Crucial pronunciation point there. And our insights today, they come from a recent article, and it's important to note the source. Ocean Worldwide. They're a really well-established luxury real estate agency based right there in Phuket. Since 2004, actually.
Wow, since 2004, so they've seen a lot change.
Oh, definitely. Sandra O'Neill is the director, and her team, well, they've been instrumental, helped literally thousands of families and investors navigate the luxury residential market, not just in Phuket, but also Koh Samui. So, yeah, their long-standing presence, it gives their perspective real weight.
Absolutely. Ocean Worldwide's experience, I mean, that's gold.
Yeah.
We're not just scratching the surface here. We're getting a view shaped by, 2 decades on the ground.
Yeah.
So you're tuning in because you want the inside track on high-end property there. Well, you're in the right place. We're diving into the emerging luxury property hotspots in Phuket, specifically the ones you should be watching in 2025. Our mission, to give you a clear picture of where the top end of this market is actually heading. We'll look at key growth areas for luxury villas, explore some exciting new beachfront developments, analyze the impact of all these infrastructure upgrades.
Big impact there.
Huge. And, of course, spot the investment opportunities taking shape. Okay, let's get into it, starting with the bedrock, the luxury villa market.
Right. So the article from Ocean Worldwide makes it really clear. Phuket's luxury villa market isn't just, ticking along. It's actually building strong momentum into 2025. There are a few things driving this. Consistent rise in demand, for one, plus a steady stream of new developments coming online. And what's really interesting is where this growth seems to be concentrated, geographically speaking.
Yeah, the article flagged Cherng, Talay, and Jampa specifically. Big drivers of villa sales. Get this. In 2023, Cherng Talay saw, 210 villa sales?
Impressive number.
And Jampa wasn't far off 180 sales, which makes you think, what's the special sauce in Jampa?
Well, the article points to access. Its connection to the airport and the main highways seems to be a really big draw, that ease of getting around.
Makes sense. And of course, you've still got the established players like Bangtao and Kamala, still super popular, still commanding those high prices.
Right. But this concentration in Cherng Talay and Jampa, highlighted by Ocean Worldwide, it kind of suggests maybe a shift in what buyers are looking for. Or perhaps just where the most attractive new projects are landing. For you, if you're considering buying, it might be worth digging into why those areas are so hot right now. Looking bigger picture, though, the international buyer interest is still critical. The article mentions continued demand, particularly from Russia and Europe.
Right. Looking for second homes or investments?
Exactly. Phuket's reputation as this amazing tropical place, now with better and better high-end infrastructure, it's a compelling package.
And this is where Ocean Worldwide's long-term view really shines. They mentioned some recent trends that underline just how strong this market is. The total value of the villa market hit record levels recently, somewhere between 160 and 170 billion baht.
Huge numbers.
But maybe even more telling, something we haven't seen in 15 years.
Yeah.
For the first time, villa launches actually outnumbered condo launches.
Wow. Okay, that is significant. Overtaking condos.
Right, it really points to a shift, doesn't it? Towards, more space, more privacy. What villas offer?
That's a key observation from someone like Ocean Worldwide, who's been watching this market for so long. High net worth people increasingly want bigger, more private places. It fits with their prediction of continued market strength, price appreciation potential, and good opportunities for investors, especially, they note, in the short-term rental game.
Yeah, that short-term rental market seems hot.
Definitely. It all ties into this broader trend, Wealthy individuals looking for secure, desirable places to invest, but also places that offer a fantastic quality of life.
Okay, so the luxury villa market is clearly a major story. We've got a handle on the key areas, thanks to the Ocean Worldwide perspective. But what about the coastline itself? Are there new hotspots emerging on the beachfront? Maybe in less obvious places?
Yeah, the coastline is definitely evolving. Luxury development isn't just sticking to the old favorites. Take Patong. The article describes it accurately. It's still the bustling tourist heart.
Right. Very high energy.
Very. And even there, you're still seeing high-end construction, mostly condos and hotels. It caters to people who want to be right in the middle of everything. Restaurants, nightlife, shopping.
Okay, so Patong has its specific appeal. But what if you're looking for something, I don't know, a bit calmer, more exclusive on the beach?
Well, that's where places like Kata and Kamala really come into their own. The article positions them as these quieter alternatives, Think smaller, boutique hotels, lovely villas, a more laid-back atmosphere
Well,
overall.
relaxed.
Exactly. Kamala is getting known for wellness retreats too, and eco-friendly resorts, finding its niche. And Kata, with those beautiful beaches, calmer waters, it's highlighted as great for families. Both are definitely gaining ground for luxury without the crowds.
And then there's Bangtao. The Ocean Worldwide article calls it a new luxury hub. That sounds like a pretty big statement.
It is. Bangtao is really emerging fast. Yes, it has Laguna Phuket, the big established complex.
Everyone knows Laguna.
Right. But the article stresses all the other high-end development flooding in now. What makes Bangtao interesting is that mix. You've still got traditional village life alongside these super modern resorts. Plus, it's close to the airport, which is a huge plus. And the rise of extended stay tourism is really fueling growth there.
Extended stay, so people staying longer than just a week or two.
Precisely. And the numbers. The article mentions over 20,000 units either being built or planned in Bangtao and Cherng combined.
20,000, wow. That really paints a picture of the scale.
It does. It shows how dramatically Phuket's landscape is shifting.
And speaking of shifts, the article calls infrastructure developments a real game changer. How so? What makes them so important?
Oh, they're fundamental, absolutely key to Phuket's future growth.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the planned expressway and the mass transit rail project. They're designed to link up key areas across the island.
Which must be tricky on an island, expanding roads near the coast.
Exactly. Coastal road expansion is tough. So these new links, they won't just cut travel time significantly. They're likely to change where development happens too, pushing it a bit more inland, opening up new areas that weren't easily accessible before.
Easier travel, new areas opening up. That sounds like a win-win.
Definitely. And then there's the airport expansion. The Ocean Worldwide article highlights its ripple effect.
Yeah, how's that playing out?
Well, it's a major economic engine, basically. More flights mean more tourists, right?
Right.
Which means more demand for property, for hotels, for all kinds of services. The article notes this growth is really driving the whole island economy forward. And it's pushing development inland, too. Areas near the airport, like Moang Mai, are seeing a real surge. There's even a new Bumrungrad Medical Center going in there.
A Bumrungrad Center. That's a big name in healthcare.
It is. And importantly, better air links don't just help tourism, they make Phuket more attractive for business travel, too.
So what we're seeing is Phuket moving beyond just being a beach destination. It's becoming more, well, urbanized, integrated.
That's a key insight, yeah. Phuket's appeal is broadening. Better roads, the bigger airport, they make inland areas more desirable, more accessible. That central north-south corridor becoming super important. And areas like Jampa, with that easy airport and highway access we mentioned, their star is rising.
Sounds like the whole real estate market is maturing.
It is, becoming more diverse, maybe more resilient, and, as Ocean Worldwide points out, you can't forget the basics. Reliable electricity, water, good internet, that essential stuff is crucial for attracting long-term investment and making the economy sustainable.
Okay, so let's pivot to investment opportunities. For you listening, maybe thinking about putting money into Phuket, where are the bright spots? Ocean Worldwide called it a treasure map for investors.
Yeah, it's a good analogy. As they see it, Phuket offers investors quite a few different angles.
Yeah.
The short-term rental market is definitely one, especially during that peak season, November to April. Demand for good villas and condos just spikes.
High season demand, yeah.
The article suggests managed developments can be really good for non-resident investors. They handle the management, the rentals, takes the hassle out.
Makes sense if you're not living there.
But one caveat. The rules around short-term rentals can differ depending on exactly where you are in Phuket. So homework is needed there.
Right. Good point.
Yeah.
But it's not just about rental income, is it? What about properties gaining value over time? Long-term capital appreciation?
Absolutely crucial. The ongoing upgrades, the island getting generally more desirable, that naturally pushes property values up over the long haul. Ocean Worldwide, again, points to Bangtao as a growing luxury hub with serious potential for future value growth.
So keep an eye on Bangtao.
Definitely. And they also advise watching those transport links. Properties near new infrastructure often see the best appreciation. It's a common pattern.
What about foreign buyers specifically? Does the article mention any incentives or things international listeners should know?
Well, Thailand generally wants foreign investment, and Phuket's a prime target. The article mentions leasehold structures are common for foreigners buying villas. This is where they strongly advise getting good legal advice. Understand exactly what you're signing.
Very important legal advice.
Crucial. On the upside, properties designed for the foreign market often tend to hold their value well for resale. But, keep a balanced view. Tourism has its seasons, which affects rentals. Some areas might face overdevelopment, or your nice view could get blocked.
Due diligence is key then.
Always. Focus on well-managed buildings, be realistic about rental income potential, don't get carried away by hype.
The Ocean Worldwide piece even gave some ballpark figures for potential returns, didn't it?
It did, some useful estimations. For sea view villas, they suggested potential rental yields, maybe 6–8%, moderate to high appreciation potential, medium risk.
Okay, and condos?
Resort-style condos, maybe 5–7% yield, moderate appreciation, lower risk generally.
And apartments near the beach?
Potentially 4–6% yield, low to moderate appreciation, also seen as lower risk. But remember, these are just general guides. Actual returns depend on so many specific things: location, quality, management, the wider market.
Got it. Estimations, not guarantees. So let's shift gears a bit. Beyond the investment numbers, what about the lifestyle? What's the appeal of owning luxury property in Phuket?
The lifestyle. That's a huge part of Phuket's draw, isn't it? It's not just about the asset, it's that blend. You get modern comforts, high-end living, but it's woven into this unique traditional Thai culture. That mix really attracts expats, retirees, people looking for a second home.
And the expat community is growing there.
Significantly, according to the article. Big increase over the last decade. People are drawn by the lifestyle, yes, but also practical things like good international schools, quality healthcare. Plus, it seems relatively easy to settle in. Lots of social groups, clubs, ways to connect.
And the amenities. Access to high-end stuff must be part of that lifestyle draw, too.
Absolutely. If you own luxury property there, you often get access to world-class things. Championship golf courses, international marinas,
Right.
high-end shopping, exclusive beach clubs, amazing restaurants. The list goes on. And many developments offer concierge services, property management, rental programs. Makes life very convenient. Plus, the infrastructure keeps improving, as we said.
It sounds like a really appealing balance. Modern convenience meets rich culture.
That's it, exactly. Phuket offers this incredible tapestry of things to do. You can explore ancient temples, wander through bustling markets, do every water sport imaginable, go hiking.
Outdoor adventures.
Loads. Plus, festivals, Thai cooking classes, Muay Thai boxing, or just enjoying the amazing food and beaches, and the nightlife, of course. Ultimately, it offers this sense of, freedom, relaxation, a slower pace maybe, but combined with stunning beauty. It's just a great environment to live, work, or play.
It's also good to see the Ocean Worldwide article mentioning sustainable luxury living. That feels increasingly important to buyers now.
It really does. And there's a definite trend towards more eco-conscious development in Phuket. It's moving beyond just, sticking some solar panels on the roof.
Right, it's more holistic now.
Yeah, the article talks about community-focused projects, ones designed to benefit locals, support local businesses, maybe contribute to infrastructure through partnerships with schools or charities, investing in community spaces. So sustainable luxury now means both eco-friendly building and positive community impact. It's about preserving Phuket's amazing natural beauty for the future.
That sounds like a tricky balance, though, luxury development and preserving nature.
It is a delicate balance, but an increasingly vital one. Good developers are focusing on minimizing their footprint, maybe building on land that was already developed, using greener construction methods, making sure to keep green spaces within the project.
And educating residents.
Yeah, that's becoming part of it too, yeah. Helping people live more sustainably. The article gives a quick snapshot of features becoming more common: solar power, water recycling systems, green roofs, EV charging stations, that kind of thing.
Good to see. Okay, finally, the Ocean Worldwide article wrapped up with some overall market trends they're seeing. What's their take?
Well, they emphasize the strong post-pandemic recovery. Tourism bouncing back has really boosted confidence and activity in the property market. They're also seeing shifts in what buyers want, more demand for sustainable, eco-friendly places like we just discussed.
Okay, sustainability is definitely a factor.
Definitely. Also, a real focus on properties with good rental potential, managed by reliable companies. That investment angle is strong. And interestingly, a growing interest in quieter, more exclusive spots away from the main tourist crowds.
So buyers are maybe becoming more sophisticated?
Exactly. More discerning. Looking for that perfect blend of lifestyle and investment potential. Looking ahead, Ocean Worldwide sees continued growth, fueled by things we've talked about: infrastructure upgrades the airport, new roads, Phuket's appeal for digital nomads and retirees, plus those foreign buyer incentives.
Any potential headwinds mentioned?
Yeah, they acknowledge challenges. Managing growth carefully to avoid overdevelopment, ensuring tourism remains sustainable. Those are ongoing concerns.
And the growth predictions.
They forecast pretty healthy numbers, 8% growth for 2025, then maybe 6% in 2026, and 5% in 2027.
8% for 2025. Okay, so pulling this all together, based on what Ocean Worldwide is seeing, Phuket really does look like a major hotspot for luxury property investment heading into 2025.
That's the clear takeaway. Areas they flag, like Cherng and Jampa, definitely ones to watch closely. Potential for beautiful homes and potentially solid returns. Their long experience there, Ocean Worldwide's perspective, it's really valuable for anyone looking at this market.
Absolutely. So whether you're dreaming of a personal escape or looking for a smart investment, Phuket's evolving market, as seen through the eyes of Ocean Worldwide, certainly seems to offer a lot to think about. Thanks for breaking all that down for us. Really insightful.
My pleasure. It's a fascinating market.
It really is. And for you, our listener, as you think about this projected growth, this push towards sustainable luxury in Phuket, what do you think the long-term impact will be on the island's unique character, its environment? And what role should future developments play in shaping that delicate balance? Something interesting to ponder as Phuket continues its journey.